The purpose of the paintbrush: empowering others through creativity. The paintbrush didn't know what it was good at. It felt alone and uncertain of where its future was. As it wandered in its gloom, it passed pencil and paper. They had a purpose. They drew sketches and wrote notes for others. It walked by journal and pen. They had a purpose. They wrote songs, poems, and plays together. Paintbrush wandered on, his heart heavy. Meanwhile, Paint was looking for something. And as Paintbrush sat on its own, on a small mason jar by the window, Paint found it. "Hello?" Paint said. Paintbrush looked over its shoulder at Paint. "You know," said Paint, "you and I would make a good team." "What makes you so sure?" Paintbrush said. "Well," said Paint, "I've seen this big thing. It's like a large piece of paper, and it's blank. And I'm full of paint, and you're a brush, so you could help." "Well, I guess that makes sense," said Paintbrush. They shook hands and went around looking for the canvas. When they found it, Paint turned towards a paint tray and poured some paint out, explaining to Paintbrush what it had to do. Paintbrush was nervous. It hadn't been so creative since it had tried to comb someone's hair. But Paint was encouraging. Paintbrush dipped its bristles into the paint on the tray and carefully walked up to the easel. It leaned over and the bristles left a bright streak of purple paint on the canvas. Paintbrush smiled a little. "Whoa, that's so cool," said Paint from the little cubby below. Paintbrush smiled more. After continuing to paint for a while, their friends' journal, pencil, and paper came up to see what Paint kept cheering about. They began to cheer Paintbrush on too, and soon enough, Paintbrush felt happy. When it was done, it looked over at the canvas, then over to Paint, and said, "Thanks, friend. I needed some encouragement."